check out our new kit from Peak.
Perfect for winter paddling. Alrighty, we have Chinchilla Brewing. We've got the GC Hazy. Now, the story behind this is I normally go to the beer library to go and get the beers. They've got a pretty good range there. And Blair said to me, can you get a pink beer? So, we've got a pink beer. It's a hazy. It's 4.5%. Now, you're not a beer drinker, but it's definitely got an aroma with it, doesn't it?
It smells pretty good. Smells pretty good.
That tastes pretty good. Real nice. Really nice, actually. Cool can. Nice beer. Good combo. So we had some new stuff turn up. It's quite exciting. Peak is one of our big paddle brands that we stock. We've got pretty much the full range in the store. And they've released some new product. So, what have we got? What are you wearing?
So right now I'm wearing the Tour Light hoodie. So this is the most entry-level piece that they have in their sea kayaking range that we stock at the moment. And it's a great jacket, so no gaskets in this, but it's really comfy. We've even got a hood on the back here, and it's just a nice breathable material that's going to keep those splashes off. You can even pull the zip down to get some more airflow in. Really relaxed fit, nice and loose.
Yeah, and it's got the. Do you have any tensioners on that one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you can really tension it up to get a nice secure fit with
And
the spray skirt.
it's just a Neoprene cuff, isn't it, that one?
Yeah, exactly.
So it is really like the entry level. So if you're not quite sure kind of how advanced paddling you're going to do, but you want something that's nice and relaxed, durable, super sustainable. These are all recycled materials, which is kind of cool. And I believe that the new stuff that's coming out, once it gets to its end of its life, essentially Peak, if you get it to them, I believe. I could be wrong. But they can essentially reuse all the fabrics into something else, which is kind of cool. So it's being real sustainable and supporting, a good brand. Now I'm wearing the next level up. So this one here has gaskets, right? So how you're going paddling, you're not going to get water dripping down the sleeve. You still got a really good tensioner there. You've still got a good old Velcro tensioner for the waistband for over your spray deck. And then the nice thing is, it's a bit hard to see, but you've got two different layers there. I'll pull one down, we can have a look at it. So essentially you can have it zipped all the way up, zip it down, and then you have an adjuster here. So this is going to keep you warmer. It's also going to keep you a little bit more dry. If you had to do a roll, you probably would have a little bit of water trickle through, to be honest, because it's not a full gasket, but it's going to do a pretty good job. And I think most people that would probably be more sea kayaking, to be fair, would try and stay upright anyway. So nice durable material, highly breathable, highly waterproof, and then still got the relaxed hood. So if you're going through any storm that comes through, or there's a bit of wind, it gets a bit choppy, really, really handy. And you have the cord at the back that you can kind of tailor it in quite a bit, which is nice. So these are really, really popular. And then the next one that we've got is kind of like the most advanced version of it. So what do we call this? Adventure Double?
Yeah.
So that's an extra large, so it's definitely quite a relaxed brand. The nice thing with Peak is it fits a massive range of people because it's not a snug fit. It's relaxed, means that if you want to have a bit more space, you can. Now this guy here is essentially, it's the most durable material, so it's a lot gruntier. You've got a double wall going on with the adjuster on the bottom with the Velcro. Now we've got a rollaway hood, don't we, Blair?
Yeah, exactly.
How good's that? I reckon you could even be on a boat, not paddling, but on a little boat going from A to B, and it gets a bit windy, and you can put that on and it'll be really nice. And then if you want to roll it up, it's super convenient. I reckon it's really, really, really clever. Obviously still got the adjuster underneath, so the Neoprene with the Velcro tab. These guys are just a really nice multi-use jacket, really. You could use this for pretty much anything, really, where you're not going to be doing lots and lots of rolling. Versatile would be the word. So, yeah, really, really, really handy. You've got reflective parts on the arms. which is nice. And then you still have your gaskets there. So, yeah, really bomber jacket, to be honest. Now, we're touching on this because essentially, yes, we have peak stuff that's come through in store, but it's also for us getting quite a lot colder, isn't it? So every morning it's like, oh, you really notice a change. So when you're kayaking, you want to stay warm, you want to stay dry. This is going to help, but what else do we need? We need some more stuff, don't we, Blair?
Yeah, totally.
I'll give you these. Here you go.
Sweet.
What have you got?
Alright, so I've got a few different things here. First of all, we've got these socks, or booty liners, and these have a little bit of grip on the bottom to keep you nice and grippy, but these are a nice thick neoprene sock, and that is going to keep your feet way warmer than just your shoes.
Oh yeah,
and it's not going to get soggy and heavy like a woolen sock.
Yeah.
You can wear these without shoes, but you can also layer them under your shoes to get even more protection and even more comfort, and that's really going to keep you going for longer out there. Now, Peaks ones are great because they are sized by actual shoe sizing. So this one here's a UK 8. You can actually find a size that's going to fit you a lot better than just small, medium, or
It's
large.
quite a thick material as well, isn't it? So
totally.
it does add quite a bit of insulation.
Yeah.
Now, just remember with neoprene, when it gets wet, it maintains its insulation, and it will, it will dry over time, but it makes you feel warm while you're wet, which is really important because it's a water sport you're doing. Now, I've also got. They call them Neoskin head cases, so essentially it's a little skull cap underneath your helmet. If you've got a helmet that's a little more vented, perfect. If it's an older helmet that needs a bit more comfort, it's another way to do it. But these are like kind of essential in winter because if you get cold in your head, it's you cool right down really fast. And then what have we got? We've got these little. These are pretty cool. Open mitts. So you've still got dexterity through your. Here we go. Through your hand. You've actually got a little index finger pocket, so it's actually it's stitched there. So this means that you've got maximum amount of warmth on top, but when you're going to grip, you actually feel like you're in contact with the pedal. And then, look, did you have something else?
I've got these.
There we go.
Sweet. So we've got Peaks pogies. So if you're not familiar with how they work, they've got a nice Velcro section here, with a nice thick bit of Velcro, and that's going to wrap around your paddle. And then you can put your hand into the pogie and grip onto your paddle. So you're getting full contact with the paddle, full comfort,
Yep.
you're not losing any of your grip, but you're able to shelter your hands from the water,
Yep.
and even if these do get soaking wet, as he said, they're still going to keep you really warm.
Now the thing I've noticed is that that's fully concealed, whereas this is not. So if you're going into colder conditions and you know it's going to get wet, perhaps that's a better option if you get really cold. My hands, once you get cold, it's really hard to keep them warm. This will be a little bit lighter. Maybe, you're going to get wet, it's going to be cold, but it's not as cold as what these would be.
Totally.
So it kind of handy to have both, to be fair, but sometimes that's not an option. So these guys would be the warmer ones, these guys a step down. Now these are found in store. Come try them on. Try the jackets on. I'm actually fitting a medium. What size is that?
Well, this one's an extra large.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit big,
Yeah.
but you
So,
can definitely go with comfort on this.
It's case by case. Everyone's different, and it depends on what you like. And everyone prefers different things. And these guys here, you got to make sure you try them on because I don't know what size I'm wearing. This is a double XL. So, and to be fair, I do have fairly large hands. So for me, I'm always in a larger glove. But try them on. Come in store. Come see us. We've got the whole range. Cool. Thanks, guys.